Welcome to Coach's Corner. I'm your host, Sean Anderson from Ponca City Public Schools. This is our weekly set down with the coaches of Pohai Athletics. And joining me now, we're talking wrestling with your head coach of the Pohai wrestling team, Justin Roland. And Coach Rowland, thank you for being here.
Thanks for having me, man. It's a great year so far.
Wrestling season started last Tuesday. Had a match with Newkirk. It was really an opportunity to let some of the younger wrestlers get some mat time. JV and varsity match, and tell us just briefly how did that work out?
Absolutely. It was a great duel for our young kids. We try and fill it up with freshmen and normally sophomores, seniors, because we don't have a lot of home duels this year. We use a couple seniors, but just a great chance for those kids to kind of get that experience of being in front of a crowd and wrestling in a varsity, what is a varsity match for them.
Yeah, for sure. Well, now you're watching this after this match with Blackwell takes place. Blackwell, we're recording this on Monday the 6th, and Tuesday the 7th, of course, Blackwell, big match with Blackwell. And I know you're looking for your wrestlers to step up in this one, and another opportunity to get some experience ahead of this big tournament this weekend. The Perry tournament is legendary. It is a big tournament,
Absolutely.
and there will be a lot of teams. How many teams are going to be in Perry for that?
I think 25. They've lost a couple because of other national tournaments that go on at the same time, but they've built a new arena over there,
Yeah.
so they'll be able to place a lot more mats down. It was just a 3-mat venue, kind of the older field house, and now they got a bigger field house and bigger venue, so it's going to get bigger and bigger.
Yeah. The Perry tournament. It is a big opportunity for wrestlers, and really an opportunity for your wrestlers to see a lot of different competition. Tell me what you're looking for when you take your team to the Perry tournament.
It's one of those tournaments where you get the best of small schools, you get the best of the big schools, and just go compete. I think we'll do really well over there, but for some of those kids, it'll be their first time getting out there against tough high school competition. With the COVID year last year, we missed out a lot, but just go compete hard, and it really gets you to respect all classes and all levels of wrestling, because there's teams at every class that are tough will be at Perry.
Yeah. Well, the difference between the wrestling and the football. Football, you have different, 6A, 5A, 4A, 3A, Class A, 2A.
Right.
With wrestling, we're talking about weights, and so you've got wrestlers. I mean, they're the same weight when they're wrestling, right?
Absolutely.
So it really doesn't matter.
No. Last year, our 106 pounder, Chris Kaiser, he coincidentally beat every state champ from every other class
Wow.
except for the 6A guys.
Yeah.
So it's interesting. Sometimes the best guy may be in 6A, maybe in class 2A, because it goes 2A, 3A, 4A, 5A.
Right.
It just changes. It just depends.
Yeah, for sure. Well, the Perry tournament's certainly going to be a big deal, and then it's going to be a fantastic opportunity for you to get into Robson Fieldhouse and support your Pohai wrestling team, because homecoming is coming up Tuesday the 14th, and we want a packed house at Robson Fieldhouse. And Perry, having just perhaps wrestled some of their wrestlers in the Perry tournament this weekend, you're going to get an opportunity to face them again when Perry comes to town for that duel. Now, here's the thing. Before we talk about the Perry duel coming up for homecoming, I do want to talk about the Robson Fieldhouse and the spotlight and the mat and the atmosphere. How important that is that to your wrestlers to really have a big crowd and a lot of energy in that?
It's fun. I think in any sport, in any level, you want to have a home venue that's special, and just bringing that spotlight out just kind of adds to the mystique that already is Robinson Fieldhouse for wrestling. I can remember when I was there, and it was always packed, and our kids, they enjoy it. They get up. I think opposing teams don't like coming here,
Right.
and it's great for our team, great for the fans.
Yeah, and it's going to be a wonderful opportunity for you to show your support for the Pohai wrestlers, and they need your support. Perry, what do you know about Perry so far this year? I mean, and is it a lot like football where you get kind of scouting reports, you get tape and stuff like that?
Yeah, well, see, we go to the only thing that's coached for us. We go to preseason tournaments, and Perry goes to a lot of those, and they're going to be tough. I think they're tougher towards the back end of their lineup. You know, the heavier 160 and up, which same for us. You know, we're really tough at 160 and up, so it should be a good challenge. You know, and they're always going to be in shape. They're always going to be tough, and they're always going to be well coached. Lad Rupp does a good job over there.
Yeah, for sure. Well, it's going to be a duel you don't want to miss, and it's going to be homecoming, so it's going to be special. Some of your team leaders, can you spotlight them, give some shout outs?
For sure. I mean, you know, you could probably go on performance or just the way they work. I think we only have, I think, 5 seniors, you know, only one in the lineup right now. So Landon Newland, you'll remember him from last year. You know, he's number 1 seed at regionals, wrestled real tough and didn't end the season like he wanted. But this year he's came in, he's worked hard. He's handled his business in the classroom, just really grinded. Of course, you know, Gabe Rowland, you know, kind of leading by example, you know, working hard, doing really well. Preston Lee's another guy that kind of has figured it out, you know, where he needs to work hard. The AG twins are always going to be solid. You know, we got a lot of solid guys. You know, Joe Levitt, another kid that works hard, you know, grinds. And, of course, the lower end of our lineup, the Kaiser brothers and Jimmy Swinson. There's a bunch of them out there, you know, and I don't want to miss any.
Don't want to miss any.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, you got to be proud of all of them.
Absolutely,
And,
absolutely.
And you said it, taking care of business in the classroom, that's really a priority. You know, every week as the head coach, you get those eligibility reports, and you got to be really happy when it's just not an issue.
Yeah, I mean, you can't focus on wrestling if you're worried about your grades, you know, and vice versa, you know. So you got to handle both of them. But this year has been a really good year for us in the classroom so far. You know, it's early, so you know, Christmas break comes, but it's one of the best years we've had so far.
Yeah, very good. Well, that is going to do it for this edition of Coach's Corner. Our thanks to Coach Rowland, head coach of the Pohai wrestling team. Coach, thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Well, a lot of big duels and a big tournament for the Pohai wrestling team. And again, we hope you'll get to Robson Fieldhouse on the 14th for wrestling homecoming. Perry will be in town for that, and we wish the Ponca City High School wrestlers the best this weekend in the Perry tournament. That's going to do it for this edition of Coach's Corner. And remember, Wildcats, hold that line.
Go Cats.